Brothers and sisters, what if I told you that every single promise God made to you is still alive, still active, and still moving toward you with divine precision? Isaiah 55:11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing for which I sent it." This is not just a hopeful thought, it's a heavenly guarantee. When God speaks a word over your life, it isn't a wish. It's not a possibility. It's a decree. And the beautiful thing about God's word is that it doesn't rely on how things look around you. It relies only on His power. Circumstances can change. People may walk away. Plans may fall apart. But His word stands strong through it all. Sometimes we get discouraged when what we see doesn't match what God said. But faith is not about seeing. Faith is about trusting the one who spoke, even when everything else says it's impossible. You may be in a dry place now, but His word is like rain. It soaks the soil, prepares the ground, and causes growth even in the most barren land. You may feel like you're stuck in the middle of the story, but God is still writing. His word is still unfolding. It's not finished yet. And just because the promise hasn't arrived doesn't mean it isn't on the way. God's word never misses its mark. It never fails to deliver what it was sent to do. Think about creation. God didn't build the world with tools. He built it with His voice. Let there be light. And light appeared. He didn't ask light to show up. He commanded it. That same creative word is now active in your life. If He spoke light into darkness then, He can speak healing into your pain now. He can speak joy into your sorrow, strength into your weakness, and hope into your despair. There are moments when God gives you a word and then lets you walk through a wilderness. That doesn't mean the word was wrong. It means the word is being tested, not to break you, but to prove its power. God's word isn't afraid of storms. It thrives in them. It cuts through the chaos and makes a way where there is no way. Don't let the delay discourage you. The promise is still on schedule. You might not see the fruit yet, but the seed is in the soil. And that seed, God's word, is guaranteed to grow. It's not a matter of if, but when. So keep watering it with faith. Keep nurturing it with prayer. The harvest is coming. When God gives you a word, it becomes the compass for your life. It's what you cling to when the winds blow. It's what you hold on to when things don't make sense. You don't need to chase the outcome. You just need to trust the source. His word will accomplish what He sent it to do. There will always be moments when you question, did I really hear God? But here's the thing. Even if your faith wavers, God's word doesn't. It doesn't need your perfection. It just needs your persistence. Keep believing, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because something always is. Even in silence, God is moving. Some of you feel forgotten because the promise hasn't happened yet. But remember, God's word doesn't move on our timeline. It moves on His, and His timing is perfect. He's not just preparing the blessing. He's preparing you to carry it. Every word God has spoken over your life is a seed with a built-in assignment. It was spoken with intention. It carries heaven's DNA. It knows what it was sent to do. So stop doubting. Stop second-guessing. His word didn't go out to return empty. It went out to bring forth change, healing, purpose, and transformation. You may have people around you who doubt what God spoke over you. They may look at your situation and laugh, but that's okay. Because when God's word comes to pass, and it will, they'll see that it wasn't about your ability, it was about God's faithfulness. When He speaks, doors open, chains break, fear loses its grip. You don't have to figure it all out. You just need to hold on to the promise and walk in obedience. That's how His word becomes fulfilled, through surrender, not struggle. Maybe you've been tempted to give up. to settle for less than what God said. Don't do it. Don't trade the promise for comfort. Don't settle for safety when God is calling you into destiny. His word is still active. It's still alive. It's still working behind the scenes. Sometimes the greatest miracles happen quietly. They grow in the dark. Just because it's not loud doesn't mean it's not powerful. God's word doesn't need to be seen to be real. It just needs to be believed. Trust that what he spoke in the secret place will be revealed in the open, in his perfect timing. If God gave you a word, hold it like a treasure. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Let it shape how you walk, how you think, and how you wait. Speak it when you feel weak. Declare it when you feel forgotten. His word will not return void. Even when you feel empty, his word is still full of purpose, full of power, full of promise. Don't let your feelings dictate your faith. Let his word lead you. Let it carry you. Let it sustain you. Because when all else fails, his word remains. Brothers and sisters, you don't need to chase 1,000 voices. You just need to believe the one. And he has already spoken. His word over you is sealed in heaven, and it will do exactly what he said it would. You may not know how, and you may not know when, but you can be confident in this. It will not return void. There is something powerful that happens when you align your words with God's word. When you begin to speak what he has already spoken over your life, you activate faith. You begin to shift the atmosphere around you. That's why the enemy tries so hard to silence your voice, because he knows that when you declare what God has promised, mountains start to move. Speak his promises, even if your voice shakes. Speak life, even when you're surrounded by death. His word in your mouth has power because it's backed by heaven. Some of you have experienced disappointment after disappointment, and now you're afraid to believe again. You're hesitant to trust because you don't want to be let down one more time. But let me gently remind you, God is not like people. He does not tease, tempt, or trick you. When he speaks, it's not to stir up false hope. It's to invite you into divine alignment. What he promised is still good, and it's still coming. Don't bury your hope. Water it again with his word. God's word not returning void doesn't mean everything happens instantly. It means everything happens intentionally. Every delay is purposeful. Every setback is shaping you. Every no is protecting you. His word takes the route that gets you ready, not just the route that gets you there. He's more interested in preparing your character than impressing your calendar. When his word returns, it won't just bless you. It will build you into someone who can carry that blessing well. Even in moments of deep silence, God is still speaking. His word doesn't always come with thunder. Sometimes it comes like a whisper in the wilderness. And if you lean in, if you quiet the noise and tune your heart to him, you'll hear it again. That still small voice reminding you, I haven't forgotten, I'm still working. My word over you is still alive. It's okay if you're tired. It's okay if you're unsure. But don't let that stop you from holding on. Tie a knot at the end of your rope and grip it with faith. You've come too far to give up now. What God has spoken over you is more real than the doubt screaming in your ear. You don't have to feel strong. You just have to stay connected, stay rooted. The word is still moving and the harvest is still ahead. God never sends a word out randomly. His words are loaded with destiny. When he said you were chosen, he meant it. When he called you beloved, he meant it. When he promised to provide, to guide, to restore, and to bring peace, he meant every single syllable. And not one of his promises will fall to the ground. They will all rise, they will all return, and they will all prosper in exactly what he intended. Brothers and sisters, I pray this message stirred your faith and reminded you that God's word never fails. If this word encouraged you today, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread hope and truth together. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more weekly encouragement, inspiration, and truth straight from God's heart. Click that notification bell, leave a comment to let us know what promise you're holding on to, and remember, God's word over you will not return void. It will accomplish everything He intended. Stay strong, keep believing,